Well, hey there team, and welcome to Stationeers. Well, hey there team, and welcome back to our Stationeers moon run. A bit of a thought experiment on the last episode, but we're getting there. This bloody thing, I need to pull that down. Again, thank you so much for all the engagement, for all the guys coming out of the woodwork, the would-be stationeers and the experts alike. There are people all over the shop, and all your feedback is welcome. There's some good points been put across, which we'll cover real quick. This here, I didn't realise. Actually, you know what? I might make an example of it. How do I pull this apart? It's gonna be with a bloody spanner, isn't it? No, hand drill. Who would have known? So, something I just brain farted on with this thing is, can you just put that away in your inventory? Is that there's different versions. There you go. I mean, I didn't know that at the time, but if you mouse wheel on a lot of bits of kit, there are alternate versions of said kit, right? So what I put down was an air conditioner, which kind of makes a bit of sense, right? But we can do filtration, which is cool, and we can also do an electrolyzer. So I didn't actually realize electrolysis was something in this game, which is fascinating to me. Like, I can almost guarantee, unless I come up with a more elegant way to blow myself up between now and then, when I play with electrolysis, I'm going to blow myself up at that point. But we will cross that bridge when we get to it. So, I just want to really quickly make clear, if you're confused about a refrigeration exchange system or whatever, you can go to the comments on the previous video, and the guys, while it's very dot pointy, it's very in the know, they are absolutely correct. I can't remember the specific names, but there are some good points on how to create essentially what is a fridge or a refrigeration system. I'm not going to go into that too much, and that's something that I do want to build a little bit further down the track. What I want to ramble about really quickly at the beginning is all sorts of people come to this channel, and there are guys that don't know what they're doing. I'm not trying to be a tutorial. I'm figuring out my way, and I'm externalizing my internal cogs to sort of help people figure it out that maybe aren't making the connections as well. Now, creating a coolant system with refrigerant, and I'd probably like valve it from inside and out. Like, I'd probably make a real fridge, and that's what I'm going to do one day. But I feel as an immediate survival, get your greenhouse going. Uh-oh. Filter? Oh, no, I think we've crossed this bridge before. Is it this one? There you go. Piss that off. Oh, that freaked me out. Yeah, look, building the fridge is all good and well, but I'm sort of like, okay, is there an even more elegant, simple, more caveman-y sort of solution to get a grow house going? Because food's what kills us, right? So let's put the fridge on pause for a second, because I think I've come up with something. Let's call it elegant. It uses the same refrigeration sort of principles, but I think this will be a cool little sort of a cool little butcher's job to just get it going. We might even build it up here, I'm not sure, but essentially, all right, bear with me. We're going to make a grow room. We're going to make it one by one. We're going to put a glass airlock. So maybe we'll put it on the roof or something. So say we had a door here, so one square airlock, right? And then we had a grow room here, right? Glass all around. I mean, this back wall could be solid, but glass on the sun's sort of azimuth, right? So we'll put a hydroponics tray, not that crap in there. We'll just put an experiment to put this to use. We're going to put a little single tray sort of in here. We're going to put an active vent. We're going to put an active vent on the wall inside. In fact, we're going to have two active vents. One's going to just be exhaust, all right? Just for the sake of getting this going, we're going to essentially have a blow-off valve, right? We're going to have a vent that we can turn on to just vent whatever we want into space. Because the crux problem here, I know I'm doing a lot of talking this and last episode, but you're going to see when we get going, is cooling. Cooling is the problem. Pumping heat and energy into a room is easy. We can generate energy, that's fine, but cooling is a job all of its own. So what's going to happen is I'm actually going to create a grow room, let's say pure CO2, because I can't see a problem with that at the moment. I'm not even worried about harvesting oxygen or anything from it. It's about growing food, right? We're going to collect CO2 from inside. We're going to send it outside and have an external, say, tank like the one over there, right? But we're going to have it full of CO2. It's going to be very hot because we're going to be smelting it, right? But we need to capture it. We sit it outside and we cool it. Now, we don't have radiators. I'm going to try and do this without steel. You could build radiators, which will speed the process, but it should work without. Again, I'm trying to do this for the earlier stage before people have to get their head around making furnaces and that, all right? I know it's not super complicated, but one problem at a time. So we'll see how the sort of insulation works with one of these. I don't suppose we can sort of, like, that won't give me a temperature reading, but I'd be curious. It's probably really cold. I could probably scan it with the, hang on, right? What if I, oh no, wait, this is just a, hang on, O, atmosphere, world, O2, pressure, temperature, 20 degrees. Oh, okay, interesting. But then, of course, you've got the pressure component as well. Anyway, so what I'm sort of getting at, this is my plan, is put one of those outside. Right, we're going to put CO2 in it, I don't know, over here or something. Out the external area is going to cool that CO2, right? And then that captured CO2, we're just going to pump into our sort of hypothetical green room here, right? At potentially cold temperatures. Like, seriously, just use the vent to suck it in, right? Close the vent. Now we've got it cold. If we need to, we can heat it up, right? So we'll put a wall heater in here potentially as well. Or, well, I suppose in an ideal world, what I would do is just turn the vent on when I need more cold air in here, right? When it starts getting too warm, I'm just going to vent the warm air. Now, for those pulling their hair out and going, that's not the way to do, you know, because you want a coolant system, a closed system separate to it. I hope you can dig deeper and recognize what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do a simple hatchet job for someone that maybe doesn't do engineering or anything like that, right? Someone that, I don't know, stumbled over from the arts side and wants to play engineer. We're essentially just going to blast cold CO2 into a closed room, and when it gets too hot, we're going to blast some excess out and then blast some more cold CO2 in, right? It's rude, it's horrible, and I love it, and I'm going to give it a go just to see what happens. So, first things first, we need to, well, I suppose we need to set up a capture, all right, for this. The other thing is we're going to need to filter it coming through. So, we have that portable, you know what, because we built this already, right? Because the good thing about this is it won't be battery powered, right? The problem with that portable one in there, it's bad. You know what, we're going to use the portable one because, like I said, I'm trying to keep it as sort of, I don't want to say first principles, because that's not really true, but it's more just sort of very basic first gear, I suppose, right? What can you do with the lower amount of gear, okay? So, first things first, we're going to need an attachment for the floor. Now, how will we do that? We do that with a hydraulic pipe bender, I think. We're actually going to need two. And that thing there, that's what we're going to use as our hydroponic tray, right? Something like a digital valve we'll probably play with as well later when we do the fridge. But for now, I know I'm saying it's simple, but yeah, see, like the radiator. Radiator would be a great piece of gear, but requires steel. And even for a fridge, we'd probably have to fit some sort of sensor. Tank connector, that's what we want there. Alright, well, we can build one. Where's my candy bar? I've eaten all of my candy bars here. Okay, that's great. Alright, yum. Daddy is full. Alright, so we've got... Righto then. Righto. Alright, we're going to need some more iron. I don't know if I had more in this room. No, I can't remember what sort of pressure we've left in there either, so let's just be safe about this. Well, yeah, this is just good habit. I should probably rig them in into the power into this, but they do draw sort of passive energy, and they can mess with your grid, and I'm just sort of aware of that, that's all. I guess we did go through all of our iron, and I just vented the room. Good work. Okay. That's fine. Alright, so this is where we're going to capture gas. That's essentially the whole function of this room. We're going to put this down. Now you also got to remember, I don't experiment with any of this stuff. I only play this half an hour at a time in an episode, so I find that's more real as well. I don't want to go away and do a 100-hour build and go, hey, here it is. Alright, so if we do that... Oh look, can I clip my head through the wall? That's interesting. Gotta be careful with that. Alright, cool. Cool. So, that's going there. Oh, you know what? That might be a bit dangerously close. Let's find out. So, portable air scrubber. Filter. Now, what's that going to do is it's going to filter the CO2 out of the room, which means we're just going to create waste gas out of the rest. There's a lot of waste going on here, but again, I just want to sort of illustrate a basic system on how to do all this. I do have a spare filter in here, don't I? Spare, he says. This is dangerous. I got to remember to build another filter. Alright, there we go. CO2. So as I understand it, that's what that's going to actually do is... Alright. Okay. I think it will have a set facing, so I can't remember, but I haven't bolted one of these down for a while. So we do this. There you go. Well, that's the facing it's decided it's going to be. That's fine. I don't think you need to pull that release. I don't even think you can now. Good, because it should be attached to that technically, right? Filter in the back. It's going to suck air in, spit air out, but it's going to take the CO2 through. We're going to have to put a battery in there. We have to run it outside. Okay, cool. Now look, this might not work, but that's the point, that we're experimenting. Worst case scenario, let's just consider it. Worst case scenario, it doesn't, for whatever reason it doesn't work. At least we tried. At least it's there for evidence that we tried. And, set outward. Yeah, there's like barely anything in there. And then we can just go and build a bloody fridge after I blow my base up and do the next thing, right? Now, I think we've still got some iron in the old mining gear, right? Maybe. Let's have a look-see. 6, 4, go away. Yeah. Oh, I should have checked while I was in there. That's fine. That's fine. Step inside my mind. It's a very busy and crowded place. Alright. Boom. Now what is oh, did I turn my iPad off? Oh, look at that shadow. That's sharp. What sort of gas are we going to get from the iron is what I'm curious about. Oh. Oh. Oh, well, this is very exciting. Oh, look, the ratio is definitely different. Got a lot more X out of that. Oh, we just got to be really careful with this temperature as well. That said, it shouldn't be combustible. None of this should be super combustible, but we're very quickly filling this room up. All right. No, I'm gonna stick with the plan. I've explained the plan. I was just sort of thinking, like, it is a lot of waste. I'm wasting a lot of gas doing this, but we can always just make more. I'm endeavoring to sort of help show how you can do this as well. Jesus, 42 grams of it. Holy hell. Or is it in grams? What does it really matter? It's in a bar. That's all that really matters. All right, on you go. 0 and 0. It's just that 0 is still red, which is strange, but... Or maybe it always is and I just never notice. All right. Let's put this in. Bang. Let's, you know what? We'll make a tank connector just while we're here anyway, because we need to. Boom. Hey, there you go. Landed in the exact same spot. That's why you gotta be careful. That's a really good example of how the physics in this game can be dangerous and why you need a cycling airlock, if only because shit like that, if loose in a high pressure room, can fly out and kill you. Interesting stuff. Not necessarily super realistic. I mean, it depends what pressure you've got the inside room on. Alright, so what we want is, we're gonna do another portable, what's it called? Gas... no, it'd be portable. It'd be a tank, wouldn't it? Tank. Kit tank. Kit portable tank. I don't really want to do fixed ones just yet. There you go. Look, 20. Oh my goodness. Luckily we cooked up all that iron. This might take a little while. That's fine, right? Now the other thing is, this will potentially heat our tank as well. And if the tank sitting on its own outside isn't enough to cool it well, that's fine. It's not the end of the world because we can always just hook, oh, excuse me. We can always just hook more pipes on. What I was thinking about then is people have pointed out to me that you can do the, if you're holding a stripper and wire, you can just replace wire with a new junction. I wonder if you can do that with pipes. I mean, I know that's a gameplay mechanic that we'd be exploiting, but how good would that be? So if I make this system, it's already closed, it's already got our gas, we don't want to crack it to lose anything. What if I can just connect pipes straight onto the side of it without ever removing the base pipe? That'd be fantastic. That'd be so good. Alright, anyway, but that's going to be warm, isn't it? So... I mean, there's a scenario where I sort of try and hide it from the sun. Oh, we could put it in this bloody hole, I guess. No. We're not gonna do any of that. Let's not overthink. Again, simple. That's what people are here for, because I'm a simple boy. All right, I only need frames. Frame, because we're gonna keep it neat and tidy. There we go. Let's just bung one right there. Boots, perfect. Chuck that. Oh, you know what? We will need an iron sheet because we need to build on it. And they were over here. Right. 5, 6, 4. Because we've got the wrong... Yes, ma'am. I'll work on that. You just give me one hot second. Alright. Oh. Bang. Cool. Put that away. Throw that away. Pick this up. Oh, hang on. Let's have a think about this. How did we place it up against the wall in there? Right up in the corner, didn't we? Right? Sort of like that. But if we rotate it to the exact facing... Hang on. That's how it's going through the wall, isn't it? Alright. So we just gotta be sensible about how we're gonna run this pipe. I don't mind having a little extra pipe, to be perfectly honest. That's gonna be good. Hang on. No, that's fine. This is just working as a reservoir cachement. Because it occurs to me, because there's obviously only one in and out on this. That's fine. We're just gonna run a pass through, and this will be a runoff as well. Essentially, it's just creating more capacity for that gas. That's fine. But I did just have a bit of a brain fart there for a hot second. Okay, so let's see. If I'm going to run... I'm going to put my little airlock up on the top. So I'm going to run that pipe up. Right? So let's actually do this. Like that. Boom. Cool. Put this kit. Kaboom. Oh no, hang on. How do I... There we go. Look at that. Oh, nice. And it's a different color as well. So that's wonderful. All right. So, oh, can I keep that floating? Oh, I don't have to just sort of balance. Oh, I think I still do have to sort of balance it. That's all right. So we'll drop that. Bang. Look at that. Perfect. All right. Cool. So we just need to change our power because I will die and then I'll be very cross because I've got stuff to do. All right. Grab that out of my grid. Way to kill the grid as well, by the way. Let's not do that again. So, well, actually, it would have had whatever trickle was going through there, but if we're going to be pulling a battery in and out, we should keep a battery in there as well. Okay. Where was I? I need the pipe. I saw the pipe around here. Oh. Getting stuck on things and launching myself into the sky. Goodness gracious. All right. So, my intuition tells me oh, interesting. See how it's yellow? That means it's connected to the pipe, so I think it must be there. You know what, actually? I was going to run it in the wall, you know, like I do normally stuff, but if we actually have it stand out like that, potentially it would radiate more. You know, there'd be higher heat exchange. I should have turned it then and made a junction. Actually, you know what? We're going to use this as an experimental moment to check if we can, in fact... now, what do we use to remove pipe? We use a spanner, right? Wrench, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so can I... No, I want a three-way... A T-junction. Do I want a T-junction? No, what do I want? I want some sort of... I do want a three-way connector. You know what? No, we'll do it this way. Three-way corner. Hey, there we go. Look at this. Hang on. Is this going to let me do it? Oh my goodness. Okay, so that solves our problem. So if for whatever reason we need to add more pipe to this system, we can just bung it straight on. Which, like, in reality, like, I almost wish they didn't do it in this game. Because if you're messing around with high pressure mains and all that, and you try and do stuff like that, you're just going to blow yourself up. But we're going to go with it. Alright. Right, so, are you with me still, team? Essentially, we're going to run this pipe into, like, say, this wall here. This wall that doesn't exist yet. Maybe I'll just put the grow room here on the corner because it's closer. That might make sense. Oh, I'm going to... Now, when I do an airlock, actually, I'm going to have to put sides on it, aren't I? Like that. Maybe I can just put walls? Maybe I could just put walls this time. Maybe I will. That's exactly what I'll do. Alright, we'll just put it here. I know it's a bit of a mess, but again, it's all part of the experiment. Alright, so now, how are we going for time? We've still got plenty of time. We're going to go eat the rest of my lolly bar. I should not have done that. Alright. Just the full damage will get you in this game. And then it's curtains. Alright, we need wall kits. 12, that's not bad. That's enough, actually, just. Perfect. I think it is. Alright. Iron wall at the back is fine. You know what, we're going to put a glass wall there anyway. Because if there's a greenhouse effect in this game, but I think it's totally one way. So the sun pushes heat through. Hang on, that can't be possible though, right? The sun's just a heat source. So if there is a greenhouse effect in that you can get heat through the windows, which I'm pretty sure there is, it seems to be widely confirmed, then surely it must lose heat through windows as well. That's got to be a thing. Anyway, we're going to make it totally window. But, like, that's the thing. Like, as much as all that makes sense in real life, it's still a video game, you know? So, how much of that... Oh, my God. Hang on. Go around that way. I find that a bit fiddly. Alright, did we get them all? I think we did. Right. We're going to need door kits. I wonder what they take to build. Not like a super complex airlock, but a door. Door. Please don't have steel. Iron and copper. Alright, well, we've got plenty of spare iron here. Oh, we got copper as well. That's perfect. And gold. Holy heck. Alright. Let's put the copper in. Bang. Let's put the iron in. Bang. What do we got here? Come on. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Now, we're probably going to need 2, aren't we? Right? Unless it prints in 2s? I guess there's a lot of scenarios where you'd only need 1 door, right? So, oh, look at that. Exactly 3 copper. Perfect. Couldn't have made that up better myself if I tried. Alright. Turn that off. Turn that whole thing off. Okay. Up we go. Alright. So, door. Turn. Come here. What? I was stuck on that lip, I think. Glass door's good. Glass door's great, actually. I quite like them now. Boom, boom. Like that. Right? Can that get placed in this room somewhere? It cannot. Okay. Experiment. Does it need a bulkhead or can it go up against a wall? I'm just gonna say that those hard surfaces are bulkheads, because essentially... Oh no, what are you doing, you fathead? Get rid of that. Alright, Jay. I put the wrong doodacky up. How do we get this off? This bad boy. Wait, angle grinder. So I've always picking the wrong one. I'm consistently wrong, so that's good. Alright. No, so we want an iron wall. That's all we can build, 2 things? Okay, cool. Alright. Right, okay. Now, Jay, let's drop that. I have concerns here. What I'm trying to do is figure out how to attach my vents, because I think the vents might need one of those sturdy walls to attach to. I don't think they can just go willy-nilly. Where's the spare one? I know we have a spare one. There we go. Right. And we're going to bring this up as well as part of the test. Alright. Only allowed on iron frame and frame structure directly. If these are upgraded, they will offer better placement options. Alright. Alright, and just to be perfectly sure... Okay. Alright, so that's going to slow us down a little bit, but it's good to know that that's the case. Alright, so what I'm going to need to do now is, for starters, I'm going to have to replace this crowbar. I get it. Oh, wait, where's me crowbar? Of course it's not in here. 5. Alright. Boom. Boom. Angle grinder. And a dog can learn. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Iron wall kit. To be perfectly honest, we probably will get away with putting it on the reverse side. There we go. And there's no reason for a glass roof, so we'll put that up there. In fact, we'll just seal that up now because I've got the goods. But what we're going to need to do is we need these to follow the sun. So we're going to use this back wall for all our sort of machinery, our vents, because like I said, we're going to need two vents, potentially a heater. All right. Let's piss that off. Oops. Oh god, where's that going? Ah, should be right. Angle grinder? Oh god. Alright. But, oh no, we don't need this. Again, we need a frame. Iron frame. And in fact, while we're at it, oh no, we'll so we're going to have this overhang ugly bits, but that's fine. Iron frame there. Right. Much better. Now, we still need, I should have put this wall on the, was it the roof? I don't think I actually placed it in the end. There you go, iron wall. Perfect. Alright. Where are my sheets? That's right, I jammed them down here, didn't I? 15? That might be enough to get the job done, actually. Let's work from the inside out. See if we can get this done in this episode, eh? Alright. So, we're going to need our welding torch. Turn that bad boy on. Alright, boom. And... you know what, we're not going to seal it up just yet because we're going to probably run cable through it, now that I think about it. Alright, but for these, they're all going to need it, and they're going to need glass as well, aren't they? Boom, boom. Boom. Did that not place? It didn't. Okay, cool. Alright. Alright, so this is the wall that we're going to put our mechanical components on. Well, not mechanical, you know what I'm trying to say. Our airlock components. Construct wall. Alright, what do you need for a glass door? Plastic sheets. Right. Okay. But you should be getting the gist. Alright, quick debrief, team. This one square that we're here is going to be our little grow room, right? We're going to fill it with CO2. We're going to blast cold CO2 into it, right? It should heat. We might have to manually heat it to a certain point just to get the plant started, but then the plant will be heating it up from there. Oh, excuse me, coughing and spluttering. And then we should be getting some ambient heat from outside as well. So a lot of that going on. The CO2 should be cooling out here in the tank when we draw it from the room below. We'll have our intake vent to draw in more gas from here. We're going to have our outtake vent to just blast exhaust. I mean, we can upgrade that to collect it later, right? But for the time being, I'm just cycling old air for new air, right? That's been cooling outside, out the back, right? And then maybe a heater or something, depending. And then we've got, these will be our sort of airlock doors, just like below. And we're going to have a recycling vent, just like below, that we'll put back in there. So we'll need a passive vent for that as well. So we'll have two actives and a passive, at least maybe a heater. But we could always fit the heater later as well. Anyway, that's the plan. It's, look, it's elegant if you look at it from a certain position. It's also butcher's work if you look at it from another angle. Again, I hope I have conveyed my thoughts correctly for those that recognize and realize the next step along. And I hope you understand the method to my madness, that I am willfully doing this sort of weird job here. Because I just want to get a simple grow going with starter gear. Because if this all works, well, all we've really built is like active vents, I suppose. We could use the portable things downstairs. Well, no, we will be using the portable things downstairs. My apologies. So this is all very, very low level stuff. A lot of waste involved. But hey, if we get to a point where we're growing enough food to keep us alive, who really cares if it's wasteful? Because then you've got all the time in the world. If you can generate all your basic survival stuff on some level, well, then you can go and refine your system after that. And that's what I'm about. I don't want to just go super efficient from the beginning. I want to get a system that works, and then you can iterate on it. All right, team, thanks again for joining me. Leave comments. I love the feedback. I really do. Questions, suggestions, all that sort of stuff. might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.